Thinking about moving to Texas, but not sure which big city you want to be in? Well, today we are going to talk about Austin, Dallas, San Antonio, and Houston. These are the biggest cities and each have their own personality. And by the end of this video, you'll know which one is right for you. So let's get into it. Before we jump in, I'm Jacqueline Roland, your go-to Austin realtor. And I know everyone's not ready to go straight into Austin, and Austin might not be the right place for you. So let's break down these 4 major cities. We'll look at affordability, climate, jobs, and try to figure out where you think you would fit best here in Texas. All right, first let's talk about what most people are curious about, and that is the affordability and housing prices. If you're looking for the most affordable place, San Antonio is going to take the crown here. There are plenty of homes that you can find in San Antonio for under $400,000. So if stretching your dollar is the goal, San Antonio might be the perfect place. But Houston comes in at a close second. Believe it or not, you can still find a lot of new construction builds in Houston in the 200s and 300,000s with plenty of space. So if you want a lot of space for your family, looking for something more affordable, then Houston is a close second. Dallas is getting pricier, especially in those northern suburbs like Frisco and McKinney. You're going to be paying for growth and convenience, but it's still not quite as expensive as Austin. Then there's Austin. We are the most expensive of the bunch. When COVID happened and the major migration happened, prices literally doubled. And while things have cooled down a little bit, the median price is $550,000 to $590,000 in Austin. Now we do have some suburbs that are much more affordable, but if you want to be in Austin, this is going to be the most expensive of the 4 cities. Regardless of where you move, typically your housing expense is going to be the largest expense. So it's definitely something to consider and keep in mind. Texas geography is a whole thing, so let's paint a picture. Houston is the only city with ocean access. They have Galveston and the Gulf right there, which is great for some beach weekend getaways and saltwater fishing. But Houston is flat, very flat, and the humidity there is not a joke. Then you have Dallas, which sits up north. And here you're going to get a little bit more of the seasons. Dallas has oak trees that are gorgeous. There's less humidity, but Dallas is also very flat. Now, Austin, this is where the hill country starts rolling in. We have big hills and lakes. You can paddleboard through Town Lake, which is right in the middle of downtown Austin. It's a lifestyle. Is it hot? Yes, we're in Texas. It is hot, but it's much drier than Houston. And then there's San Antonio. It shares some of the hill country vibes. San Antonio is much more laid back. Think historic charm with quick access to rolling hills and a nice scenic drive. Okay, now let's talk about the vibe and the lifestyle. This is where it's going to get fun. Houston is massive. It can take you well over an hour to get from one side to another. But diverse food, culture, and sports, they are home to the Astros, the Rockets, and the Texans. And the suburbs, master plan heaven. They have big communities popping up everywhere that are very family friendly. Dallas feels more polished, clean, modern, corporate, and it is growing like crazy. Frisco alone has become its own little city within the city. It's very organized, very suburban, but they have great pro sports. They have the Dallas Cowboys, the Mavericks, and entertainment is always in reach. And then we have Austin, my hometown. She's like the cool aunt. Okay, she's a little quirky, live music capital of the world. There's festivals. There's a great food scene and nightlife. And we still have some of that keep Austin weird energy, even with all the tech bros moving in. And then San Antonio is a completely different vibe. It's slower, more traditional Texas. They have some historic sites like the Alamo and Riverwalk, which is very charming. But the locals really enjoyed a relaxed quality of life, and you're not quite in that same hustle and bustle of the other large cities. Now let's talk work. Houston is the energy capital, oil, gas, and the largest medical center in the world. Let's not forget NASA, so there's some big opportunities there with established industries. Now, Dallas is a corporate magnet. Financing, tech, airlines, banking, headquarters galore. So this is definitely a great place if you're in corporate America. Austin is the tech startup hub. We have Google, Tesla, Oracle, Dell, you name it. Tons of young professionals, entrepreneurs, and a lot of creatives. San Antonio has its own big players. There's military bases, healthcare, USAA, insurance, and let's not forget the holy grail of Texas living. HEB headquarters is in San Antonio, so that in itself might be enough reason to move there. Okay, now let's jump into the climate, but let's be real. If you're moving to Texas, it's going to be hot no matter where you are. Dallas is going to be the coolest of the four. There's colder winters, and then Austin and San Antonio, don't be surprised, especially in the summer, if you're living in 100-degree plus weather, but hot and dry. And then Houston, oof. It's going to be hot and sticky. It's very humid. You're going to feel like you live in a sauna. And with it being on the coast, there's always chance of hurricanes and more flooding risk. If you're going to live a more coastal lifestyle, that's just something to expect. I know this is a very quick touch point video, but if you live in one of these areas, what did I forget? What do you think? Drop it in the comments. If you want historic charm and affordability, San Antonio might be your best choice. If you want big city living with diversity and culture, Houston might be up your alley. If you're after corporate growth and shiny new suburbs, Dallas could be in the running. If you're in the startup business or looking for those tech jobs, live music, and lakes, then Austin could be the place for you. No city is perfect, but out of these four, one of these cities is gonna fit like a boot. And hey, even if Austin is not the right place for you, you can still reach out to me here. I have a network of great agents I could refer you to. If you're thinking about another city, of course, if you're moving here, reach out. I'd love to help you. Again, I'm Jacqueline Roland, your go-to Austin realtor. Please make sure to like and subscribe so I can keep bringing you great content, everything Austin, and I will see you at the next one. Bye.